30 million kin waited in a sealed trial ground. Instructor Syria Donville had unlocked a field over 10,000 square kilometers wide, and the whole class had thrown their kin cards into it. When Leon Carte stepped in, he saw dense ranks forming a ring around him. 42 races, a total force of 30 million. Clara Shaw and Marcus watched from the viewing dais without blinking. The countdown drove towards 0. Leon lifted a hand. A transit gate opened to Sanctum. Locusts burst out like a black storm. They swarmed upward. They blotted out the sky. The count kept climbing. 100 billion. Still pouring out. Leon kept the gate open until 300 billion locusts had crossed. Then he cut the passage. A second waygate passage. Skeletons marched out in ranks. Bone Overlord and Bone Reviver led them. Hero Undead followed. Supernormal skeletons filled the rear. The countdown hit 0 tall. 30 million kin received their oracle and surged forward. The Locustskin Swarm Legion moved first. They dove. They detonated. 100 million living bomb locusts self-destructed in midair. 8 million enemy kin died on the spot. 7 million more were left heavily wounded. 15 million still pushed forward. Straight into the undead line. Bone Reviver raced skeletal reanimation. The dead stood back up. They became undead kin. They turned and attacked their former comrades. A student forced poison mist into the sky. The cloud wrapped the locusts. The mist cleared. Not a single locust had died. Chain explosions thundered again. Instructor Syria Donvale watched and spoke aloud. They survive poison because their own poison resistance is strong. Fire, water, wind, and thunder were thrown in after it. The locusts kept flying. They kept detonating in tight bursts. They kept shredding the coalition. Less than half an hour later, every one of the 30 million enemy kin was dead. Leon's 300 billion locusts had lost fewer than 200 million. Instructor Syria Donville declared the result. Test complete. Leon Carte wins. No one objected to his transfer again. The next day, first-year class on EP57 students was teleported into Warforged Dominion. Leon opened his eyes inside a shattered wooden hut. An altar stood in the center. Most interface data was sealed down to only talents and abilities. Talent, chosen of fate, unique, defiant oath. Abilities, life sacrifice, unique, devourers, dominion, verdant, benediction, sovereign, assimilation, unique articulation. Heaven level, 1. Upgrade, 100 wood, 20 gold. Altars, 1. Unbound. The altar asked him to bind a soldier type. 9 streams of Warcraft appeared. Leon could choose only 5. He chose Shortblade Stream. Skeleton Soldier. 100 skeleton soldiers stepped out. Yellowed bone. Brittle frames. Leon acted at once. 10 fused into 1 ironbone skeleton. 10 ironbone fused into 1 skeleton knight. Skeleton knight gained the ability to summon skeleton soldiers from corpses. Leon left the hut and found a tree. He ordered skeleton knight to punch. 1 punch dug a crater. Another punch drove deeper. The tree fell. It became 13 bundles of wood and flew into storage. The crash drew 3 Scrafhound mongrel from the bushes. They lunged. Skeleton knight punched once. A dog folded. It punched twice. A second dog collapsed. It punched a third time. The last dog hit the ground. 3 gold coins dropped. Skeleton knight raised the corpses. 3 bone mongrel skeletons stood up. Leon sent skeleton knight and the bone dogs to search for an altar. 1 bone dog died. Leon moved toward the death. He found a pack of over 100 Scrafhound mongrel guarding a dog-headed altar. Skeleton knight charged in. It endured bites. It killed. It raised. Bone dogs multiplied until the pack broke. Leon claimed the altar. Level 1 Shortblade Stream. Scrafhound mongrel. He looted 123 gold. He took a dogfang dagger. He handed it to Skeleton Knight. Leon fused bone dogs. 100 were consumed. A bonehound wraith was born. It awakened hounds Maul pounce. Leon chopped more trees, then returned and upgraded his haven. 100 wood. 20 gold. Haven level 2. Leon paid 100 gold to self-activate a second altar. He chose Forge a Craft Stream. 5 red furnace dwarfs stepped out. By dusk, Skeleton Knight and Bonehound Wraith returned, battered. They brought 130 gold, rabbit meat, and pelts, and 201 pairs of saw teeth from Sawtooth, Ripper, and Tediate. Leon lit a fire and roasted meat for the dwarfs. Then, night fell. Fighting erupted outside. Leon ran out and saw a tall black figure battering forward. Shield wall, Stonehide rock bear. Supernormal life, tier detone. Skills, Stonehide skin, rending claws. Stonehide rock bear slapped Skeleton Knight away. Bonehound Wraith pounced, but only shallow wounds formed. Stonehide rock bear stormed to the hut and smashed the wall. A warning blared. If the haven fell, Leon would lose qualification. Leon grabbed the dwarf's axe and forging hammer. He leapt onto the bear's head. He chopped down. Sparks burst. The bear shook violently, trying to throw him. Leon kept his footing and drove the axe deeper. He raised the forging hammer. He smashed once. He smashed twice. He smashed a third time. The blade punched through skull and into brain. Stonehide rock bear collapsed. Skeleton Knight began the work. 3 hours later, a Gravebone Ursar rose. Its skull was damaged, dropping it to elite tier, but its bone claws stayed vicious. Stonehide rock bear also left 40 gold, bear meat, and a bear pelt. Leon gathered the rewards and dragged them back inside. He counted the coins. He weighed the meat and the pelt. He pictured tomorrow's upgrades and tightened his schedule. Dawn came. The altars produced 100 skeleton soldier and 5 red furnace dwarves. Leon fused the 100 skeletons into another skeleton knight and sent his undead to hunt. The dwarves gathered stone and wood. Near midday, Leon paid the cost. 200 stone. 200 gold. Heaven level 3. The hut was a stone house, with stone walls. Online chat. Unlocked. Leon entered the chat group. Only 3 names were online. Daphne Morwen greeted him first. Siren Dawnspire followed with mockery. He said Leon's haven leveling speed was slower than his. Leon replied once. Siren Dawnspire, why are you barking like a dog? The chat exploded. Siren fired back curse after curse. Leon closed the group and stored the name away. Daphne Morwen warned Leon in private. On the 4th day, a great calamity would strike, and a powerful lifeform would attack the haven. Without a level 5 haven, or hero, life tier troops, survival would be hard. After surviving, trade would unlock. Daphne said she had learned it from her brother, an older student. She asked Leon to survive the calamity, then sell her any strong altars he did not need. Leon hesitated for a moment, then agreed to contact her after the calamity. Leon chose caution. He spent 500 gold and activated his 3rd altar. Spear Halberd Stream, Halfdrake Kin per day. 2 elite Halfdrake Kin per day. 2 spear-bearing Halfdrake Kin stepped out and half-knelt. Leon ordered them to patrol and search for strong altars. Even with 10 red furnace dwarves gathering non-stop, the materials still did not add up. He could not reach Haven level 4 today, let alone level 5, before the calamity. Then a message arrived. Skeleton Knight had found a massive sawtooth ant nest and requested support. Leon snatched the forging hammer and axe. He sent commands through the interface to the 2 Halfdrake Kin died. He rushed out. When Leon arrived, the Halfdrake Kin were already there. 2 Halfdrake Kin died all. 2 Skeleton Knight. Dota. Bonehound Wraith. Gravebone Ursar. The team entered the sawtooth ant nest. Sawtooth Ripper ant surged out in swarms. Halfdrake Kin thrust their spears. Stormlance strike erupted. Lightning tore through the front ranks. Skeleton Knight pushed in behind the thunder. It punched. It crushed. It raised bones where corpses fell. Bonehound Wraith pounced into openings. Gravebone Ursar ripped a path with clawed swings. Leon followed behind, collecting resources as he advanced. The tunnels widened until Leon could stand upright inside. Under Leon's command, the team fought for 3 hours and reached the deepest chamber. An altar shaped like an ant queen shimmered ahead. Sawtooth Ripper ant piled forward to protect it. Leon's troops blocked them outside. Leon stepped in alone. He lifted the altar. He stored it in his inventory. Then, under cover of his troops, he withdrew from the nest. They ran until the pursuing swarm finally fell behind. Leon returned to his stone house safely. Back inside, Leon took out the Sawtooth Ripper ant altar. The 4th day was closing in. He set the new altar down and stared at the stone walls of his haven.